Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of pre-match analysis of teams of squads going into the ICC Cricket World Cup. And today we'll be discussing the chances of South Africa. So South Africa have always had a chance. They've always been set as a strong team who will go on to win the World Cup or at least make it far. But they've gone on to choke. They've brought on the title of the chokers upon themselves because they've never really performed up to their potential. So let's see how what are the chances, what are the realistic chances of South Africa going towards the World Cup. They've not really performed well in the last time they didn't qualify for the semi-finals, if I'm not wrong.
Finals.
Yeah, they didn't qualify. Yeah, and previous and the year before that, did they qualify? I don't think so. They did, yeah, they did. 2015. Yeah, 2015 they did.
2015 they lost against New
New
Zealand in the
Zealand,
semi-final.
yes. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, coming into the strength of South Africa, I mean, bowling has always been South Africa's strength, but this time I think their batting is slightly better than their bowling. They have a very strong middle order with Heinrich Klaasen, David Miller, and Aiden Markham, who've all had an excellent record in the IPL. They've played for multiple franchises and they've delivered on their potential. So, who do you think, I mean, compared to South Africa's bowling or batting, which one looks better on paper?
Actually, South Africa, it's a very big blow that Hendrik Notke is not a part because he has pulled he is injured, and now Andile Filuko and all-rounder has replaced him. South Africa's batting, no doubt, they have got Quinton de Kock, Demba Bavuma, Klaasen, Markram, David Miller, the experienced campaigner, but the absence of Notke will hurt a lot to South Africa. What's your take on that?
I mean, it's very unfortunate for North. He's missing the second World Cup in his peak. So,
Second
and
World
I
Cup,
think
back-to-back World Cup, because he's such a pacer who can dismantle the opponent with his sheer pace. Express pace is there, and he has got a lot of cunning variations also, foxy variations. So it's a very big blow. But South Africa have got Kagiso Rabada and Lungi Nigri, and they have also got the spin twins, Shamsi and Keshav Maharaj. So they can create some disturbance in the opposition team.
right. But do you think South Africa lacks a finisher like, let's say, MS Dhoni or a Hardik Pandya or a Glenn Maxwell? Because they have a decent middle order. I mean, Klaasen, Miller, Markram.
Yeah,
Will one
they
of
have got
these,
proper batters,
yeah,
like in the form of Klaasen and Markram.
but I mean, if you look at, I mean, yeah, Klaasen has been in brilliant form, like exemplary form, scoring runs in all directions.
Yeah,
But
we should not forget Rahul, we should not forget that South Africa defeated Australia by after being 0-2 down, and then they won the series by 3-2. And before that, they defeated England in the ODI series and won the series by 2-1. I mean, they're clicking at the peak moment. So they are a dangerous team. We should not consider South Africa as underdogs only because they are going to play in Indian conditions.
right, I mean, what do you say about Temba Bauma's captaincy? I mean, there's questions about him
Actually,
being sacked some time back.
yeah, yeah, actually, Temba Bauma's captaincy, actually, he's a team's player, like a captain's bowler's captain, and he motivates the guys. He may not be that much, what you call, attacking and all that stuff, but he has got what it takes to beat big teams. Because beating Australia and England is not a big task. It's not an easy task by any means, sorry. And also his own form is very good. He's scoring runs. He's a proper ODI batter, just like Jack Ellis was there. Like he used to score runs, he used to take his time and then capitalize. I know the comparison is quite bigger one, but the traits are quite similar to Jack Ellis and Dema Oma.
Also, another point to note is that most of the batsmen or even bowlers for that matter in the squad has plenty of IPL experience. If you look at Quinton de Kock or Heinrich Klaasen or Keshav, no, not Keshav Maharaj, Aiden Markram or David Miller, even Lungi Egidi and Kagiso Rabada, they've been pretty regulars in the IPL format. So they sort of have an idea about the Indian conditions. And I think that would be an added advantage to the South African team going into the World Cup.
Yeah, South Africa, see, Quinton de Kock has made it clear that he wants to be added to ODI format. So he will try his best and make sure that South Africa reach to the semi-finals and make it a big one, because Quinton de Kock has clearly mentioned that he wants to earn some money and look into his retirement. So it's not a good sign for the sport. But what can you say? I remember what Brendan McCullum, the head coach of England's best cricket team, said, that he said this is bound to happen. Now play with your players. Whatever you have in hand, play with them, because the changing landscape of cricket is about to kill international cricket. So that I think. And now see, Shamsi and Maharaj, they hunt in a pack. They bowl straight line and lengths. They cram the batters for rope. So they have got a perfect spin attack. And also Eden Markram can also roll his arm. So they can have 25 overs of spin also, which is perfect in Indian conditions.
I think one of the weakness, adding on to the already weakened bowling attack of Nortje and Magala, I think except let's say Agisar Rabada, none of the other bowlers have experience bowling in India. I mean, they were not really part of India's or South Africa squad which played in India. So I think Lungi Engidi, Keshav Maharaj, or Tabraiz Shamsi, they've not really had a go in the Indian conditions. I think so.
Yeah,
That's
actually, see, Kagiso Rabada, he doesn't have that much control over his line line. He has got pace, but actually, what happens? He gives extra room to the batters, and his line he's not doesn't have control, which hurts the team. The same is not with Lungi Nigri. Lungi Nigri balls according to the game plan, which is his speciality. So Kagiso Rabada would be expensive according to my analysis, and Lungi Nigri will do the bulk of the not the he will do the all the hard work to make sure that he takes wickets for South Africa. So according to me, the weakness for South Africa is their batting, because see what happens, they are not that much comfortable against the spinners. Like we witnessed against India versus South Africa ODI series in 2022, like how they fell like a pack of cards when Kuldeep Yadav, Shahbaz Ahmed. The series was in October, if I'm not wrong, 2022. So spin will be a big threat for South Africa.
I think another weak in link could be the death bowling. I mean, Kagiso Rabada and Marco Jansen, they've been leaking runs a lot in the death bowling. So, I mean, Nortje was their designated death bowler, but since he's out, South Africa will have to do with Kagiso Rabada, who's not really a death bowling, who does not really bowl in the death. He's more of a power play bowler, but so that will be a weak link for South Africa.
So, according to you, Rahul, who is your X factor? Like, who will have that major impact on the
I would
tournament?
say
In the tournament,
Henrich Klaasen. Klaasen has been in
class
the red
N.
hot form. He even in IPL, you should have seen he scored a century if I'm not wrong. He
Yeah, he has got a century. Yes, he has got a
scored a century. I mean, should have seen him smashing the spinners towards the leg side. So
spinners.
he's one of
Yeah,
those
actually, I
players.
remember.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's one
Actually, I
of.
remember like Josh Hazlewood in the recently concluded ODI series. Josh Hazlewood bowled a wide off stump Yorker, and from that position he smashed a six over point region. It shows that he has got all this wide range of shots. It's not like that he will just play and stand there and rotate singles. He will make an impact. So Klaasen, no doubt, would be your X factor, and I'm very happy to hear Klaasen's name. According to me, Aiden Markram. Aiden Markram has got perfect game plan according to me, because he has got all the skill set, all the attacking shots, and also he can play the waiting game. See, waiting game is very crucial in ODI cricket. We have to take the game deep down till 30, 35, 40 overs and then capitalize. It's not like T20, like you have to go bang, bang, bang and then go smash sixes. So that's it.
Right. So that was pretty much our analysis of the South African team playing the Cricket
Yeah,
World
so
Cup.
Rahul, what are your predictions for South Africa? Will they make it to the semi-finals or not?
And I'm very skeptical about South Africa's chances, to be very honest, because their batting lineup is weak against spinners from what we have seen. And their bowling is also slightly on the inexperienced side. If you look at it, they have, I mean, in Indian conditions, I'm saying. So it all depends on how their bowlers turn out and how their batters play spin, because I mean, we all know how good South Africa can play against pace. So it all depends on how their batters play against spin. So I mean, considering all these weaknesses, I mean, I very skeptical about South Africa making it to the semi-finals.
And if you ask me, see, I want South Africa to qualify because I want that Proteus, like the old South Africans, which had Graham Smith, Jack Callis, A.B. de Villiers, Faf du Plessis. There was a team, and now there are signs that this team is peaking at the perfect time. I am sensing that South Africa will make it to the semi-finals because they have got characters. I'm repeating it again. They have got characters in the form of Klaassen and Eden Markram, and we should not forget that David Miller. He's been around the team since the last 8 to 9 years. So his presence will not only impact the other players, but he can also play a fiery and a fiercely knock. So according to me, South Africa will make it to the semi-finals. And if we summarize all the teams, according to me, Australia will make it to the semi-finals, England will make it to the semi-finals, New Zealand and South Africa. So guys, no offense to all the ICT fans, but according to me, these four teams, and I would like to hear from you, Rahul. Four teams.
If you were to ask me, I would say India for sure. Then Australia, because both teams have a really good team on paper. Then Pakistan has a good chance. Even they have a good. I mean, even though they have a slightly weakened bowling attack with the exclusion of Nazim Shah, Pakistan really has a chance. And apart from that, maybe England. England has a very good chance with Moeen Ali, Ben Stokes, and all. So I would say India, England, Pakistan, and Australia.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on this 10 team series. It's been a lot of fun for us analyzing and discussing and engaging in friendly banter about our favorite teams and our biases and which team will win. So
Yes.
uh, we made our predictions.
And, and guys, I would like to make it clear, no more hard feelings. We are just analyzing the game. It will be completely opposite. Even India can win the tournament. So all the ICT fans, just watch the game. We will have fun. So that's it from you guys, from us guys. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you so much for joining, and let's just let the match unravel. Thank you so much.